What's up, people? Sam here. So, while I was building a new ship, I tried out ring shields. However, in combat testing, those shields got damaged and tore a hole right through my ship, because that's how they work, right? They continuously take engine power to buff your armor and store that power inside of the ring. And if a single block of the ring gets destroyed, all of that energy gets released in a deadly beam. And that's all I needed to know. If you can destroy something by accident, then I have to find out if you can do it on purpose as well. And obviously you can. So, check out this awesome craft that I built. You can't put ring shields on turrets, so I use reaction wheels to accurately aim the whole craft at the enemy. And also these engines are gyro stabilized, so no matter the angle of the craft itself, the engines always point down, or in this case forwards, to give us perfect maneuverability. Up here in the front, we have the ring shield cannons. They look like this. The engine draw of the ring shield itself is defined by the amount of blocks, of ring blocks, not by the surface inside. However, the armor buff is defined by the surface. So in order to buff armor, this would be an incredibly inefficient ring shield, but we're using them as weapons. They get charged by this massive engine back here. It's just a prefab I slapped in there. I was too lazy to build one myself. There's 8 of them in total, 4 on top, 4 on the bottom. And these blocks right down here get destroyed by these 60mm autocannons. So as soon as I press T and fire the cannons, yes. I was in the wrong seat. So as soon as I press T, I fire the cannons, and we just do 123 damage to the Marauder. So if we can take a look at it, it's piercing damage. There is no like spread or impact or something. And yeah, we blasted a neat little hole back there. For a ship of this size, that's quite effective. Look at the block confetti here, just tons of alloy beams dropping off. The greatest advantage of these shield rings is that they just keep charging. A PAC, particle accelerator cannon, has a maximum charge time of 30 seconds. After that you don't get any more bonus out of it. This ring shield will just keep charging forever. Granted, after a while it will reduce the charge a bit, but that's a very far away point. You can really charge them for minutes on end. So if you are immune to the enemy, for example if you are in a submarine, or in this case if you are in the vehicle design and you just shot off the eye of the enemy, you can just keep charging these things for minutes and minutes and minutes and release a very deadly blast at the end. There are a few disadvantages. The obvious one is, as you can tell by the complexity of this craft, you have to aim the craft, you cannot aim the gun itself. Another one would be the attenuation, so the damage loss over distance. It has twice the damage loss over distance than a short-range particle accelerator cannon, or even a laser system with just one single optic. However, those ring shields are extremely cheap at only 10 resources per block compared to the 200 of a particle accelerator, and also very light. Okay, also very fragile, but whatever. Which makes them good for like swarmcraft that draw the engine power from a mothership, swarm the enemy and just blast it in the face from short range. But enough shooting at the Megalodon from a distance, my craft struggles to even keep up with it. Let's take it the other way around and bring the Megalodon to us and see what we can do to it. We have here now a huge wall of ring shields with shard cannons pointing down to precisely take out the right blocks. This guy here. Each shard cannon can take out 10 ring shields, and that's why they're always offset a little bit. I wish to thank Helios. He got really enthusiastic when I showed this idea, and he actually wrote this whole breadboard that like checks if all of the blocks are repaired and gives us a display for like the charge time, and you can also choose the charge time and whatever. Typically Helios, way too over-engineered. I just want to blow up stuff, but he made it look good as well. Anyways, here we have Megalodon. This is 2.5 minutes of charge time. Let's hope I don't lag out too much. And that's a pretty big cut. Somehow the Megalodon survived. I can see right through it. Just look at this. From the back all the way to the front, and there we start to see some blocks. Okay, so we went through the steam engine, through the lamp system. There are a few surviving blocks right here, and now that's where the decks are. That's where we start to see some surviving blocks. Okay, that's the problem, right? If we go through hollow space, then we can just go for hundreds and hundreds of meters. However, like the deck floor, there when we have to go through every single beam, like if we go through an empty space here, no problem. If we go to every single beam that's right here, that's where we really start to lose the damage. So let's just angle up the Megalodon a little bit more, so we hopefully suffer less from losing damage through those deck layers. So 2.5 minutes later, and we're ready for attempt 2. By the way, this whole stack uses about 22,000 engine power. Now this might sound a lot, but compare that to the Megalodon's main guns, which use 11,000 energy per second. This tower uses half as much as a single one of the Megalodon's turret. Well, a ship would still suffer quite a bit if it was sustained, if it sustained fire from the Megalodon for 2.5 minutes. But in 2.5 minutes, this tower can we chop it in half? No, still not. Oh, that's disappointing. What is it now? Just a few beams. Just those little beams right here. God damn it. Everything else is just gone. Like the turrets are gone, the AI is gone, the steam engine is gone, the laser system is gone. Okay, so now I spent almost an hour trying to set everything up. I increased the blade with one further segment. That means that I can put the Megalodon at a sharper angle, which in theory would mean that I have to penetrate less Megalodon, less metal per beam. If I say I worked on it for an hour, it wasn't really an hour, really. I spent most of that time browsing Reddit while waiting for the chargers to finish charging. Anyways, it works, and obviously I wasn't recording at the moment that I figured it out. So unfortunately you won't be listening to me falling out of my chair, metaphorically speaking of course, from excitement as it finally works. But anyways, here it is, the Megalodon. Cut apart. Fire. That was a screenshot. Fire. Lag, and yes, it works. It's still a bit inconsistent. Sometimes there's like 1 or 2 blocks remaining, but there it is. Megalodon cut in half, front to back, and just fallen apart. Just look how beautiful this is. Just perfectly cut right down the middle. I love this thing. And this is just like super interesting as well, you know, you can see like the lamps, C turrets, steam engines, AI, secondary lamps, that's B turret, A turret, stuff like that, frontal torpedoes, sideways thrusters, all of that good stuff. It's super cool, man. It looks awesome. Up Megalodon. To show you the power of ring shield cannons, I saw the boat in half. And not just any boat, a Megalodon, because I just love the Megalodon, such a cool ship, man. And the last news for today is that tomorrow at 19 o'clock CET we will have another stream, another tournament. This time's topic are carriers. It would be nice for you to join us. It's always great fun to hang out with the guys and pit our craft against each other and just messing around in the game. Anyways, thank you guys for watching and see you hopefully tomorrow or in the next video, whenever it will come out. I obviously am not able to keep any form of schedule, just be surprised when it happens. See you guys.